Do you want lights on or are you okay?
We could put lights on actually just to prove that it does work. There we go.
Yeah, all bulbs are on.
Lovely.
Just make sure you get everything on this, like everything around.
Yep.
Hello everyone, this is the state that we left our flat in. We had a professional cleaner, and just keep that in mind when we're going through the whole video. Another thing is that towards the end I do get a little bit heated when we're talking about the inspection, so I do have to apologize for that. This is a video with a lot of information, so I'm going to do my best to have a timeline, to have notes on the side so that everyone can keep track of everything. Enjoy! Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cindy, and in this video I'm going to be sharing my experience with our previous landlord and agency. I know landlord and agency has a reputation of being the lowest of the low, so my partner and I actually thought we would share our experience in terms of our landlord, our agency, the extent that they will go to just to squeeze any amount of money out of us. So without further ado, obviously go and grab yourself a cup of tea, a cup of coffee. This is going to be like a story time. I have all the receipts, all the proof, everything here, and let's go straight into it. Now before I go straight into the bad, because trust me, there is a lot of bad, I'm going to say that in terms of the flat itself, it was a place for me and my fiance to actually move out on our own, because we have moved out before and then we actually ended up going back to our parents' place. So at the time when we were both living at our individual parents' place, we desperately wanted to move out again and live with each other. So that particular studio flat has allowed us to have our own life, and it was also the place where we both actually made our career transition. So we do have happy memories in that place. It has helped us in a lot of ways, but at the same time there's also some really bad experience we had over there, and the majority of them are from the landlord and the agency, so we're going to go straight into those. So to give you an idea, we were renting a studio flat in Hounslow for £900 a month. You have to pay £50 for a car, and we had one, so it was £950 including one car park space. The flat we actually had was the inner part of the building, so we don't face the outside into the open world, we actually face into the concierge. So the very first thing I want to share is the agency, because as soon as we started agreeing to things, we've noticed some red flags, let's put it that way. The specific agency I'm talking about is the Live Residential, specific branch is Park Royal. We had so many typos. One of the emails we had, instead of William, he was referred to as Stuart. We also had another email where his name was Peter. On the contract itself, it was Mr. William and Mr. Cindy. I don't know why. There was a lot of typos, and that agency, just to give you an idea, I tried to find as much proof and receipt as I can. Please bear with me, because this has been going on for about 1.5 to 2 years now. A lot of the receipts, proof, have actually disappeared. I'm actually struggling to find them. Bear in mind that communications are done through email, phone calls and WhatsApp, but some of them I have a feeling that I either no longer have access or I accidentally deleted them in the past due to like just bad memories. Like I said, I'll attach everything I can find. So that was the agency part done. Once we got everything, the contract, everything was sorted, finally sorted. We had to proofread everything, by the way. We could finally move in, and the first issues started coming in. The first thing was that we did not know, nor did we even thought about it, but because the inside walls facing towards the concierge was all glass, including our bedroom, that meant that during the night we have a lot of light seeping through those blinds. They do not close all the way, and this is a picture. So this was taken on February 5th 2022 at 10:31 p.m. and as you can see, there's a picture of my partner taking the photos of it. It's so bright because the lifts outside are lit 24/7. Again, February the 5th, but at 10:33 p.m. This is as dark as it gets. It's in the middle of February, like. This is it. This is what we're working with. It was pretty insane. Waking up, going to a loo, no problem whatsoever. Didn't need to switch on any lights because everything was already bright. We had our worst sleep
in that flat. We really did. That was the first thing that we'd noticed. We didn't actually file a complaint or anything. We figured that's something that we probably just had to learn on our own. But the issue starts coming in. So we moved in on July the 26th, 2021. And it was a 12-month contract. August 17th, we were already communicating with them in regards, I can only find emails that I received from the lady, the agency. But August 17th, we've already had issues with the dishwasher, which was broken when we came in. That was not stated on the inventory. It stated that it was just beeping. The blinds broke on the kitchen part, so everyone could see into our kitchen and our dining area everywhere. And those are the two things that we had issues with. August 18th is when we got an email saying that we're going to have a maintenance coming in to view the blinds and the dishwasher. They actually said that they're going to send an engineer over. By August the 26th, we already had an engineer go and see our blinds. That engineer actually told us that we cannot have those blinds installed in our bedroom. He said it's not good enough. You're gonna see so much light. He refused to install those ones. That's how bad the blinds were. And bear in mind, at that point, the bedroom blinds broke. So everyone could see into our bedroom, into our kitchen. We had no privacy. We had to go to the bathroom to get changed. That's what we had to do for a while. So we were waiting for a landlord to confirm the quotes from the engineer to basically upgrading the blinds. Lo and behold, he rejected it. I kid you not, these emails were chained, and the next email I got was February the 8th. Yes, 6 months later, we are still dealing with the blind issue. To fix the bedroom issue, the bedroom blinds issue, we actually had to get bin liners and hook them over the blinds so that we can have some privacy. We've been paying rent throughout the whole time. Insane. So that's the situation we're in. February 8th is when I got really mad. I decided, you know what, we're not gonna pay rent. We're not paying rent until this gets sorted. So this is when we get the email. Tuesday, 8th of Feb 2022. Hope you are both well. Can you confirm you received my message from WhatsApp in regards to rent? Because I've stopped paying them. I also spoke to the contractors in regards to the blind. They placed an order today and have asked us to allow 10 working days, so 10 days for the blinds to arrive. Finally, 6 months later, we're finally getting some blinds. So halfway through our contract, we are finally getting some blinds. The only privacy for 6 months was unfortunately our bathroom. The next bit was the bit that really made me, how do I put it nicely? I don't know, I can't find the word for it, but it really made me angry. He said, your landlord has asked when he can expect to receive rent. He was depending on this to cover for the outstanding maintenance issue in the property and has informed us that he may have to cancel the Fisher and Payke visit if you don't hear back from you on this subject. I was really angry at that point because, as I mentioned, we've been paying £950 every single month for the past 6 months. He has plenty of money to pay those engineers. Plenty. And the fact that he even tried to use it as an excuse, it was eventually it was fixed. Compensation, we got nothing. 12th of July 2022, we had another issue. Our bathroom door broke. Outright broke. And we have sent them, I think it was a WhatsApp. I honestly cannot find the WhatsApp messages, but they did know about the bathroom door. In the middle of summer, so 12th of July 2022, if anyone remembers that in the UK, it was hot. It was 30 degrees outside. Our flat was about 27, 28. It was boiling. And he went in and he heard a click. He was locked in there. Bear in mind the heat. Our bathroom is not a big bathroom. It's a small bathroom. He's 6'3", 200 pounds. He's claustrophobic. With Live Residential, they have emergency lines. I think it was on a weekend. So I called their normal lines. No one was picking up. And I had a look and I started calling their emergency lines. I called 4 emergency lines and they all put me through voicemail. All of them. Every single branch has put me through voicemail on an emergency line. So I asked Will if he could send a message to the agency, and half an hour later she responded. During that time I had to go and get a knife and pry him out. Luckily he got out, and we updated her and said you don't need to bother with the engineer. We were a bit shaken up from that experience. If things had gone wrong, it would have been it wouldn't look good on paper. In the middle of summer, someone got stuck in a bathroom with heart problems, anxiety attacks, asthma. This is not it's not going to be looking good for anyone. And the fact that the emergency lines, none of them got through to anyone. I sent emails to everyone. I sent like emergency, urgent, everything. No response whatsoever. Those phone calls, I still haven't got a response from them. I got no call back from anyone. No one responded to my email. So now we've reached to pretty much the end of tenancy. The landlord wanted to extend our tenancy. He wanted to give us a brand new offer. He said it's going to be £1,050. Before we were paying £900. And now he wanted £1,050 per month. Plus the £50 parking, it's £1,100. The price itself isn't horrendous in London. Now, for what it is, is you're getting a 1-bed studio flat with a horrible landlord, and you don't get any sleep at night because all the lights comes in, very little privacy, and the agencies are useless. But just remember, he wanted to extend us into a 2-year contract. We declined it, and that landlord gave us a really bad reference. Now, if you're wondering how we ended up getting this place with a bad reference, it's because we were willing to pay 6 months in advance. So the reason that the landlord gave us a bad reference was because he stated we were late paying our rent, and we had to explain everything to them. We had no privacy in our studio, and the landlord would not do anything for 6 months. We didn't know what else to do. The only thing we can get the landlord's attention is to stop paying rent. So that is why we did it. If you think it ends there, no. Our checkout. We were going to check out on the 25th of July on a Monday at 10:30. We hired a professional cleaner to clean the whole flat. The lady did an amazing job, by the way. Like, she was perfect. So when we moved out on the 25th of July, normally the inspection takes 1 week for them to do it, and then they write the report and then they send it back to us. We got it all sorted on the 25th, we left. So we got an email on the 22nd of July 2022, so 3 days before moving out, saying that we are not allowed to be present during the inspection because of COVID. During that time, all the restrictions has been lifted in the UK. I'm not saying people are not talking about COVID anymore, but it was not the forefront of anyone's mind at that point. Like, it's been gone for several months. For us, it was a red flag. So that's what happened. On the 22nd of July, we got that email. On the 25th of July, we moved out at 10:50. On the 9th of August, that's when we received our first report. So a week and a half, 2 weeks later. And that was after reminding them. And the whole thing, the whole report is a joke. If I could upload the whole report, I absolutely would. So the only thing we actually, I wouldn't say broken, was a chair. It broke 1 week when we got in. As soon as we walked in, Will sat down and a chair broke. So we knew we were gonna get charged for the chair. So on the 9th of August, this is what we got in our report. We needed a professional clean. There was a repair that needs to be done, which is 1 bedroom light. The professional clean was purely because one of my hair made it to the floor. One strand of hair. They've literally taken a strand of hair, took a picture and said, because of that, it requires cleaning. That strand of hair has costed me and my partner £185. Now, the 9th of August, they said, once the TBC has confirmed, they'll be happy to provide details on the reports. And basically Will said, yeah, he agrees to the reports at this very moment. Once the TBC has been confirmed, he'll confirm again. So the deposit was released after the first report, which was done on the 9th of August. On the 1st of September, so almost 3 weeks later, we got another report, an updated one. The TBC, the ones that needs to be confirmed, yeah, so we got extra stuff. The professional clean, £185 because of that strand of hair. The bedroom, a light was not working, the blinds. The pull cords were detached and they were going to charge £35 for it. That pull cord was always detached. We had those blinds for less than 6 months. They were brand spanking new when the engineers has installed them. We knew that these were the lowest of the low blinds because the landlord would not want us to sleep. He knew that, and he was trying to charge us £35 because the blind cord was detached. The dining chair, £60, it says heavily loose. I mean, reality it's broken. But the other thing was the blind mechanism not working properly. The blind is unable to close fully. The blind never fully closed. That was one of the reasons why the engineer said that he needed to get us better blinds. He refused to install those ones because we would not get a good night's sleep. It will let too much light in the bedroom. And now he wants to charge us £35 because the blinds would not fully close. It never closed. From the first report, it was supposed to deduct £185 plus the TBC. On the second report, it got up to £325. Now, I understand that for most people, that is probably a really good thing. The place we stayed before, we only got deducted £60 because I forgot to clean the oven. We didn't get it professionally cleaned. We cleaned the whole place. We only got fined £60 for the oven. This place, we got it professionally cleaned, and they are charging us £185 to get it professionally cleaned, mainly because a strand of hair. I know they also put other things like marks, but honestly, those really go down to the wear and tear. We lived there for a year. When we went in, it was not brand spanking new, by the way. Like, someone else has already lived there. There were so many marks on things that, honestly, wear and tear. It's just two adults. Me and my partner, we don't have kids, we don't have dogs. I got really heated here, I am so sorry. That was the story, or the experience, however you want to see it, of our renting experience with that landlord. By the way, turns out it wasn't an individual, but because it's an actual company, it's the Royat Properties Limited. Not great, not great. The worst landlord that we had to deal with ever. So after we got the second report claiming that they deserve to get £325, Will has actually opened up a dispute on the blinds because he was not having it. And that dispute went on for a very long time. He had to do a lot of paperwork because technically the deposits were released. So it meant we had to do a dispute because the money was in the landlord's hands that we did not agree on, because there were still things to be confirmed. You can't just release the freaking deposit. But anyway, Will won. He got, I think, £40 or £70 back. He's very happy, and we left it like that. We are so glad that that is all done. He got the news, I think, in December, literally last month, and we've moved out since July the 26th, 25th. It's been 5 months since we've moved out and he was still dealing with it. That whole chapter's done, and this is also one of the reasons why he's not here explaining the story. And it's also one of the reasons why I need to get this out, because we're both really angry about it. He doesn't even want to have anything to do with it. So that is pretty much the whole story. Let me know what you think. If you had any unfortunate landlord stories, please share them below if it doesn't trigger you. I don't think I'm going to be revisiting this whole thing ever again. This video really is kind of my and Will's closing chapter. We've done it, we've said our story, and we're going to move on. I hope you learned something from it. Next time, if you're going to do a check-in, really look into everything. If there's any red flag, don't go with them. There's probably a reason why you're seeing all the red flags. That being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's a very different one, but I needed to share this, I'm sorry. That being said, I hope you have a lovely time, a lovely day. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this story, and I will see you next week. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.